It appears that HBO in their documentaries are trying to be fake news by allowing things to be stated just the opposite of what they are in their documentary series on Trump's trade war. Now, here's a good example.
It has helped move 1 billion people out of extreme poverty since 1990.
Wow, did you catch that? Free trade moved 1 billion people out of poverty. Free trade is an exercise of capitalism. So for the socialist on the left, capitalism moved 1 billion people out of poverty. Now, catch that, Bernie Sanders.
Move 1 billion people out of extreme poverty since 1990. Is it near unanimity amongst economists that the benefits of trade far outweigh the drawbacks? And it's an opinion held by many of those advising President Trump. Art Laffer is a conservative icon. The free trading, free market loving economist was one of the architects of Reagan's tax cuts and is the godfather of trickle-down economics.
The trade deficit is the most wonderful thing in the world. It's foreign capital coming in, which is used to employ Americans. The silliest thing I can think of is...
Now, did you hear what he just said? He said that the trade deficit is foreign capital coming into the United States. Truth of the matter, it's the exact opposite. It's U.S. capital flowing into foreign countries as their goods are sold to us. He is stating something that is the exact opposite of the truth, and this so-called journalist did not call him on it. That's fake news by HBO. I'll play it again for you.
The trade deficit is the most wonderful thing in the world. It's foreign capital coming in, which is used to employ Americans.
Here it is one more time. He says the trade deficit is foreign capital coming into the United States. It's the exact opposite. It's U.S. capital going to other countries, flowing out of the United States for foreign goods. Listen again, as this so-called journalist doesn't correct that in the interview in order to create this anti-Trump propaganda.
Was advising President Trump. Art Laffer is a conservative icon. The free trading, free market loving economist was one of the architects of Reagan's tax cuts and is the godfather of trickle-down economics.
Here it comes.
The trade deficit is the most wonderful thing in the world. It's foreign capital coming in, which is used to employ Americans.
No, it's the exact opposite. It is U.S. capital going out. Stop lying, HBO. Stop producing propaganda. Now, here's another example of anti-Trump propaganda in HBO. This so-called journalist lets this economist say that we didn't lose jobs through unfair trade practices. We lost the jobs through automation, and Trump is mistaken. But see, she's cleverly shifted the argument to a lie, and it's allowed by this propagandist. Now, watch this, because she's going to tell you the lie, and it goes unchallenged by this so-called journalist. By the way, at the beginning of this propaganda anti-Trump piece by HBO, they showed you an aluminum plant where the jobs all came back because of Trump. If it was truly automation that caused the jobs to be lost, they still wouldn't have come back because of Trump's tariffs. So watch this. This is amazing, the amount of lies on this.
At the end of the day, mutually beneficial. We need them, they need us. The jobs that he says we lost through trade and that we can bring back through protection are jobs we actually lost through automation. So we have a manufacturing sector that today is producing twice as much as 1984, but with a third reduction of the workforce. We don't need that many people anymore to produce that output because we have much more sophisticated ways of doing it through technology. China.
That is absolutely a lie. And she knows it. I know it, but they tried to slide it by you. because they're producing fake news documentaries, and they just let these people lie. By the way, this is not an unbiased economist. This economist worked for the Clintons in the Clinton administration. But let's look at that one more time.
They need us. The jobs that he says we lost through trade and that we can bring back through protection are jobs we actually lost through automation. So we have...
Economist Laura Tyson was the chair of President Clinton's Council of Economic Advisors.
Laura
and
Tyson.
Along with over 1,100 other economists from both the right and...
Good Democrat, right? Yeah. Still slamming President Trump. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So this is the fake news documentary. You can watch the thing, but it subtly has lies throughout it. Okay, and Laura Tyson says that the jobs we lost were to automation and Trump's tariffs will do nothing. Well, right at the beginning of the documentary is an entire factory of people in the aluminum industry that tariffs brought all the jobs back after they had been laid off. Watch this.
Since Donald Trump entered the political arena that he's been consistent on, and that's the issue of trade. This aluminum plant shut its doors in 2016 and 800 people lost their jobs. But now, 2 years later, they're hiring again. And they're citing Donald Trump's trade policy as the reason why. Here and lost your jobs in 2016. Everyone. And all of you were rehired. Yes. So I assume all of you support the president's policy with regard to aluminum tariffs. Yeah? 100%?
100%. We've got to make America great again.
That phrase means something to you.
Yes, sir. It means a lot. And we can support ourselves without depending on other countries.
Wow, right there. 800 jobs came back, but yet that Democrat hack tells you those jobs were lost due to automation. Well, where's that magic wand where Trump brought 800 jobs back to this factory? Because the Democrats lie and they go unchallenged by fake news propagandists posing as journalists to create documentaries that are anti-Trump for HBO. It's a sad state of affairs with this much propaganda, people.